Hi guys, Ivan here, Coast to Coast REIA, and today is April 23rd, 2013. Today I want to talk to you about the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Seeing as how we're past the 15th of April, everyone should have had their taxes filed by now or working on filing them now after their extensions. So right now is a good time to come up with a good tax strategy for the next 12 months. So there's a lot more to saving on taxes and filing your tax return and all that. It's all about preparation. So on that cash flow quadrant, there's a left side of the quadrant and there's a right side of the quadrant. The left side of the quadrant is for everybody who is an employee, basically a W-2 wage earner, or who is self-employed, pays self-employment taxes, so forth, but is an individual, not an entity. The right side of the quadrant is gonna be your business owner and your investor, which a majority of us are, and a majority really are a combination of the two. So there's a significant difference between the right side of the cash flow quadrant and the left side of the cash flow quadrant. There's much higher taxes on the left side of the quadrant. So if you're on the left side right now, I'd encourage you to start kind of making your way over to the right side of the quadrant. There's things like payroll taxes, self-employment taxes, and the deductions really are a lot more limited on the left side of the quadrant. The right side of the quadrant enjoys a greater range of tax benefits, including better deductions and preferred rates. So that's where all of us want to be. There's another important difference between both sides when it comes to building wealth. And that's the difference in mindset or context. So for example, on the left side of the quadrant, when money is spent, it's usually viewed as an expense. On the right side, when money is spent, it's usually viewed as an investment. So I ask you today, which side are you on? How would you respond if you were offered a 30% return on an investment that requires a minimum $4,000 investment? Now, those on the right side are likely to ask, is there any way for me to invest more? I mean, obviously, if I can get 30% of $40,000, surely 30% on $10,000 or more would be better. Now, those on the left side are likely to think of the minimum investment as an expense and try to figure out a way to minimize it. Of course, we know this is a mistake. It's an important difference because people who want to minimize their expenses, even if it's for an investment. So that's not what our plan is or where we want to be as far as our investing careers are concerned. So those on the right side focus on spending their money in places that provide a strong return for their investment. This is true whether an investment is in real estate or whether it's tax preparation, fees, legal advice, those sorts of things. So investing your money in qualified people as part of your power team is also a very important thing that you should view as an investment, not an expense. Another essential investment is your financial education. That's extremely important, especially if you want to get into the right side of the quadrant. So if you're in the process of moving from one side to the next, keep this change and what the difference between those two things in mind when you think about spending money, how you're investing your money, how you're saving your money, and so forth. And make sure that you're also passing this information down to your children, because if you're not teaching it to them, I guarantee you there isn't any educational institution out there that is going to teach it to them if you don't show them how to find that information. So anyway, happy investing, and make sure you get with your CPA or power team, your mastermind groups, whoever you use to better yourself and improve your education and come up with a good tax strategy for the next 12 months. Talk to you guys next time.